Hey team, it's Aaron with Impactt Fitness. On this episode of Under the Rig, join us as we show you 12 simple and highly effective movements that you can do with just a pair of these.
Today we are going to do 12 exercises for 30 seconds each. For our first exercise, we're going to step on one glider and have one foot just flat on the ground. We're going to go into a reverse lunge and then into a lateral lunge. We want to focus on how deep and low that we can get in both sides of these lunges, so make that the priority here, and also make sure you keep your head and your chest up and you're looking straight out ahead of you. Three, two, one. You can switch sides with the gliders, take a quick break, and then we're going to do the same exercise on the next side. We want to make sure that your front knee is in alignment with your ankle, so don't let that knee go too far out in front and don't have it be far back. We want to make sure that you bend your back knee so that you don't get limited by your hip mobility and that you can keep bending down as low as you can. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going to go down onto the ground in that high plank position. Put both hands on both gliders. We're going to have a few different variations of glider push-ups today. Make sure your hips are in line with your shoulders. Have your shoulders over your wrists and try to glide out, but you don't have to exceed your normal push-up width. It's fine to do this exercise, drop down onto your knees too, or you can do just one glider, switch sides, and just slide in one hand at a time. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay in that plank position, but instead we are going to step on the gliders again. You're going to be in that high plank, and you're going to hit glider mountain climbers. So same as the push-ups, we want your hips in line with your shoulders right over your wrists, and drive one knee in as far up towards your chest as you can. If you need to modify with this one, you can go off of the gliders instead of keeping your feet on and just do normal mountain climbers. Try to squeeze your core every time you drive your knee in and make it one active motion. 3, 2, 1. Shake out your arms real quick because we're going to go back into that plank position. This time we're going to keep those gliders on our feet. Going to go up onto your toes and go into low plank abductions. So again, have those shoulders directly over your elbows. We want your legs straight. Try to open up your toes as far as you can and engage your glutes at the top. Do not let your lower back sink down as you go in towards the middle. All right, if you need to modify with this one, you can bring one foot out at a time rather than both feet. Try to almost saw yourself forward and squeeze your core as you bring those toes in. 3, 2, 1. You're going to flip on over to our back, put those gliders under our heels, and we're going to do glider hamstring curls with a hip bridge. So you're going to press down on those heels. We like to have our hands flat against the ground for a little extra support. Shimmy your shoulders in between you as much as you can and keep your glutes as high up as you can and press down into that rib cage to make sure your core is engaged while bringing those heels in towards your glutes. You can do one heel in at a time if you need to modify, or you can continue doing both heels in. For the next exercise, you're going to stay in that position and we're going to go into supine abductions. So you're going to lay in that bridge, have your core engaged, keep your legs as straight as you can, and you're going to glide those feet outwards as far as possible. We want to make sure, especially that your glutes and your core are engaged. To modify with this one, same as last, you can go one leg out at a time if you need. Try to do 2, whatever feels best for you. Last few of this exercise. Last one, 3, 2, 1. We're going to change positions a little bit and go into a glider slide through, aka a break dancer. So you're going to start in that high plank position, drag one knee through your midline towards your opposite side, and pick up that arm while rotating your trunk. Allow your foot to rotate to the side and ensure that your hips are in rotation. If you want to modify with this one, instead of lifting that foot up, just kind of glide it to the side and go opposite mountain climber right there. Full all the way over with that foot. Try to lift up those hips and keep your core very, very engaged. 3, 2, 1. Now we have glider plank saws. So you're going to put your shoulders directly over your elbows, be in that low plank position. Again, have your hips in line with your shoulders and slowly press your body back as far as you can while maintaining integrity throughout your whole core. Focus especially on tucking your hips into your rib cage. Just like Eric just did, if you need to modify, go off of those gliders and kind of point and flex your feet to stimulate that motion. 3, 2, 1. Next, we're going to put our hands on the gliders. We're going to be in that high plank position this time, and we are doing reach outs. So again, in that high plank position, slowly press out one arm into the corner in front of you and keep most of your weight in the stable arm, okay? So try to keep all of that weight in the arm that's just pressed down, the one that is in motion, little bit of your weight out there, and try to reach out as much as you can. For this next exercise, we're going to put our knees down on the gliders. We're going to be in that kneeling position, and we are going glider, kneeling, hip abductions. So with your knees on the gliders, allow your hips to open up as far as you can handle. This will all depend on your mobility. And then fire up your inner thighs and your core to bring your body back up. Imagine if there was a string from the top of your head guiding you up. That is how we want to be right here. If you need to modify with this one or you need a little bit help with your mobility, you could put those hands down in front of you. For our last exercise of the day, we are going into glider pike ups. Again, we're in that top plank position, and you're going to begin by shifting your weight into your upper body, stay light on your feet, and pull your hips up as high as you can into the air with straight legs. While remaining in control, lower your body back down to the start position and make sure those hips do not dip down into your lower back. You can do this, guys. Last 10 seconds. Thank you for joining us for these 12 exercises. We hope you can implement them into your routine.